Hi everyone! In this video, we will review types of story and prepositions. You can find this lesson in your coursebook Speak Out Intermediate Unit 2.1 Vocabulary Parts. We will start our lesson with types of story vocabulary and practice. Following this, we will have prepositions of time and place, prepositions plus noun, and after that we will have some fixed expressions. In the final part, you will see some options for your further study and practice. Let's start with the first part. Look at the types of film stories in the box. Match the types of story with the pictures from A to K. You can pause the video here and you can check your ideas on the next slide. The Proposal is a romantic comedy and Steve Jobs is a biopic. Emma is a period drama. Hobbit is a fantasy film. Shutter Island is a psychological thriller. And we see Indiana Jones here. It's an action or adventure film. Ex Machina is a science fiction film. Murder on the Orient Express is a crime film. Gone Girl is a mystery. Apollo 13 is a docudrama. 2012 is a disaster movie. Here we have a practice part. Please look at the types of film stories in the box and match the types of story with the definitions. Again, you can pause the video here and on the next slide you can check your answers. In a psychological thriller, the main character has some mental problems. In a science fiction film, there is a story about the signs of the future. In a period drama, we see people and those people dressed up in an old-fashioned costumes. In a romantic comedy, funny things happen, two people fall in love. In an action or adventure film, we have some heroes and they chase and fight each other. In a mystery, somebody gets murdered and a clever detective tries to find out who did it. In a fantasy film, strange things happen in an imaginary world. In a biopic, we see things that happen in the life of a real person. In a crime film, we have the good guy and the bad guy. The good guy is a detective and the detective finds the bad guy. In a disaster movie, terrible things happen, but people survive. In a docudrama, a documentary made more interesting with some parts acted. We will continue with prepositions of time and we see some word webs here. And in the middle of the word webs we can see the prepositions of time at, in, and on. Now, please complete the word webs with expressions in the box. We have some examples as you can see here. Please pause the video and try to complete the word webs. On the next slide, you can find the answers. Okay, let's check the answers together. We say at 12 o'clock and at night. And we use at for specific times. So we use it before telling the time or before some specific times like lunchtime, like the weekend. What about in? We use in for time periods. The first example is the 21st century or some parts of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, or before months, July, in June, or before the years, in 2010. What about on? We use on for specific days. You can see here on New Year's Day or on the 4th of July. Before days also we use on Saturday or on Monday morning. And we will continue our lesson with prepositions of place. Let's have a look at the first picture together. We see the bridge in the photo and it says he walked over the bridge. We use over here to mean across from one side to the other. And look at the second picture. We see a forest and he walked through the forest. Through here it means, and it's used for 3 dimensions like a wood, a tunnel, or a gate. So you can say through a tunnel or through a gate. What about the third one? He walked along the river. We use along from one end to the other next to something long. You can say along a road, along a line, or along a path. And the fourth one, he traveled around the world. Around here it means to go in a circular direction. That's why we say around the world. And also, maybe it can make the meaning more clear if I give the Turkish translation of the second one and the third one. Through in Turkish it means içinden. And along in Turkish it means boyunca. And here we have some other prepositions of place. And let's have a look at the first example. They drove past the post office. You can check the location of the car and the post office is at the back. So they drove past the post office. What about the cinema? Where is it? The cinema is near the post office. So the cinema is close to post office. What about the hotel? Where is it? The hotel is between the museum and the cinema. And what about the station? The station is opposite the museum. When you check the, buildings, you can see the location. What about the museum? Museum is next to the hotel. When you check the space, you can't see any space, so the museum is next to the hotel. And we will continue with preposition plus noun. We have 4 sentences here and there are many blanks. Please complete them with the correct preposition on, for, or by. You can pause the video here and you can check your answers on the next slide. Let's check the answers. For the first sentence and for all the blanks, our correct answer is by. It's a book by Agatha Christie, a film by Quentin Tarantino, a song by Adele. Why? Because Agatha Christie writes books and we give the person and we say it's a book by Agatha Christie. Quentin Tarantino makes films, so we say it's a film by Quentin Tarantino. And Adele sings songs, and we say it's a song by Adele. On the second one, our correct option is on. Here, on indicates a device or machine. On TV, on the radio, on the phone. Third one, we expect the answer for. Here for indicates an objective. We have some activities here and before these ones our correct preposition is for. Went or the base form is go, go for a walk, go for a drive, go for a run, go for a swim. On the fourth one our correct answer is again by. Here we use by to show how someone travels. We traveled by boat, by plane, by coach, by train. And we have some fixed expressions. Please match the fixed expressions in bold in sentences 1 to 10 with the meanings from A to J. You can pause the video here and you can check your answers on the next slide. I dropped it by mistake. It means accidentally. Kate is here on business, So the correct answer is she's not here for a holiday, and she's not on holiday. She's here for work. This bag was made by hand. It means it was made by a person, not by a machine. And for one, he is in a hurry, so it means that he cannot wait. I'll help you in a moment. It means that I'll help you in a very short time. She said it on purpose. Our correct answer is H, so it was not a mistake. We met by chance, so it was not planned. We met by chance. I did my homework on my own. It means alone, not with other people. We arrived on time. It means not early or not late, just on time. We got there in the end. It means finally. These are the correct answers. And for further study and practice, you can go to your supplementary pack, Unit 2, Revision, Exercise B. Or you can go to your My English Lab and Intermediate Unit 2.1 vocabulary parts. Or you can record your voice and you can answer those questions. Which types of films do you enjoy watching? Why? And what's your favorite movie and why? And also you can check the website given on the fort and you can do some extra practice. Thank you, that's all for today. Have a nice day.